Comes with a bunch of veggies.
The restaurant that we were about to eat in, Jake, is extremely haunted.
I thought we were just getting lunch.
Yes, at a haunted restaurant. We are in New Mexico right now in front of the Double Eagle restaurant, which is supposedly one of the most haunted restaurants in all of New Mexico. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a history lesson on this place. Basically, 2 people were murdered in this exact restaurant, and we're gonna try to eat in the exact room that they were murdered. So here's the history. The restaurant is haunted by 2 teenage ghost lovers, a la Romeo and Juliet. This couple is named Armando and Inez, but the story is very familiar. So basically what happened was Armando was a part of a very wealthy family, and his family owned this place, and he fell in love with the maid. And the maid was obviously not part of the wealthy family at all. She was more on the lower class side. They fell in love, and the mother forbade it from happening. She said, nope, this cannot happen at all. And you know, like teenage boys do we ever listen to our moms?
Hell no.
Never. Like any other guy, Armando didn't listen to his mom, and he continued with his little love affair with Inez. So the mother comes home early unexpectedly and finds Armando and Inez in Armando's bedroom. The mother was so outraged, she grabbed her sewing shears and stabbed Inez to death. She stabbed the maid literally to death. In the struggle, she actually stabbed her own son. So the mother killed not only the maid, but also her own son. How devastating could that be? Armando died 3 days later, and according to the locals, he died not of his wounds, but of a broken heart. But the important thing is that he died because now there are not 1, but 2 ghosts haunting the building. So all I have to say is that there has been a very strong love story in this exact building that we're about to have lunch in, and it very much well be haunted. Let's see if we could talk to some local about this, and then let's go inside and eat. So I'm here with Gianna. Gianna actually works at the Double Eagle restaurant. So tell us about this restaurant. I feel like you would know more than anyone else.
Yes. So the Double Eagle restaurant, we actually used to be an hacienda. So what that is, it's like kind of like a little colony, more or less, realistically. And inside there was a very wealthy, rich family, and they were Hispaniards. They were, I want to say, the 1800s, early maybe 1700s. The story goes that we have multiple ghosts. We have a ghost of a little girl in a red dress. We have the ghost of the 2 lovers that were killed. But that's about their mom. That'll be something else right now. I've only worked here for about a month.
Okay.
And I've seen, there's been a lot of things like paranormal activity. Stuff. Yeah, and like the more you talk about it and the paranormal activity about anything, like in the restaurant, like you'll instantly feel it.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they know that you're talking about
them. They know that you're talking about
them.
Not everybody knows the true, like the exact story and how to pinpoint it and what actually like went down. So there's so many different little stories that go around everywhere, and like you can tell like the spirits genuinely get upset. I've had multiple servers and guests like have to get up and leave their like dinners because they like feel lightheaded, they have really bad headaches, and just lots of stuff.
So there's some theories. Do you want to explain the theories?
Okay, so it's not my personal theory per se, but it is another server's. She believes that the son and the maid had a daughter, and they tried to keep it a secret, and they always see a little girl in a red dress running around, and a few servers have said it, and that's actually the little girl that they see running around. If
that theory was like to say we disappear, who is this little girl? Does anyone know?
I've not heard anything. Or she's just
a random little red dress girl?
From what I was told is that everybody, like most of the portraits and pictures around are a family.
God. Some a little more information that we found out, these chandeliers are actually from The Godfather, the movie. At least that's what we heard. That's pretty interesting on its own because it's like Al Pacino, you know what I mean? I'm gonna touch it and I feel like I'm in the movie. Oof. Really cool history along with this place, and there's just so many different interesting rooms that you can eat in here, and each one has its own story. Pretty sick. Okay, so this room is the Carlotta. This is the room where Inez and Armando were stabbed with the sewing shears. And right away, just looking at this room alone, it's pretty like eerie. And if we look over here, there's some actual information. Look at this. It says, one night in 2009, Southwest paranormal investigators of La Cruces, along with paranormal research investigations of El Paso, conducted a joint overnight investigation using high-tech infrared, night vision, and full-spectrum cameras. The groups captured this apparition. And if you look at this, it's literally like a human-formed apparition sitting on one of these chairs. If that doesn't spook you out, I don't know what will. This picture was taken several years ago by a friend in the Donna Carlotta room, which is where we are right now. of the double eagle. We had just finished telling the story of the ghosts who inhabit the room. This picture was number 13 on the film. If you don't know, 13 is a very scary number. And after the picture was taken, the camera jammed. In the print made from the film, we think we can see the barely visible outline of a figure on Tom's right. Can it be the ghost? This picture has been copied and enlarged, and the account for the print's grainy texture. May the ghost protect and amuse you for many future birthdays.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Like the moment I'm in here, I got really chills.
Yeah, it's really eerie. And I feel like if we shut this door, it'll be even extra eerie, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever had any experiences, like paranormal experiences?
Not in this room, but in the restroom that shares a wall with this. It's just right behind us. I'll just be like going to use the restroom or like to text my boyfriend, just because we can't do it in the kitchen. And sometimes there's like a metal crashing noise, like it just sounds like it's coming inside the bathroom, but it's one stall. And it sounds like a huge cart just crashing.
Really?
You can even use the restrooms and see if it happens to you. Like, I'm used to it now, but like at first I'd be like, what is happening?
And does it happen to you every time?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's super weird.
Got it.
Yeah, they're just like right behind us.
Got it. Okay, cool. That's pretty spooky. Crashing of carts? What do you think that could be at?
Crashing a metal, like a metal cart, she said. I don't know.
Maybe that could be the fight between the mom trying to stab or grab the shears or something crazy.
Yeah, it could be anything. What's interesting is that every single person you ask has a different story. Like she said outside. I do feel her vibe of like saying like neutral. Like I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
It almost feels like we're in like its own little like portal. And like everything that's going out there is the real world. But like we're stopped in time in here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe you should hit a bathroom review right now. See if anything abnormal happens. And then we'll check out the menu. Damn, that girl got a boyfriend. Fuck.
Oh, she's kind of cute.
She's cute.
And this is Jake's bathroom review. Alright, first off, the real reason why we're in here is there's the scary noise that happens once you're in this bathroom. So I'm gonna do what I have to do to get that noise to happen. Is anyone in here? Is there any spirits that want to hang out and talk to me? Don't be afraid of the cameras. It's not that big a deal. I don't hear anything yet, but I might have to use the restroom for it to happen. First off, we're in a gender neutral bathroom, so I can't be here too long, but it's all pink and it has these spots of gold everywhere around it with gold accents and a see-through door, which doesn't matter because there's a one stall. So let's give that a go. Let's try it out. Let's check it out. It's cute. I mean, the vibe in here is pink, everything. The stall is really, really short. I'm gonna put the camera down and actually use the restroom. I don't hear anything, but maybe I'm just not spiritually in tuned enough to hear anything. So I'm gonna go back. All right, let's go. So nothing really happened in there, but I pretty much like used the restroom, did everything she said, and then like, I don't know, I tried talking to them, no one answered, no one did anything, but you're always the best at getting their reaction.
No, this cannot be.
Yo, the switch is right there.
No. Is there anything in here with us right now? Give us a sign that you're here with us. Was that you that flickered the lights? As you were talking about your thing, like how you were telling how I'm better at communicating with them, it goes off.
Yeah.
Maybe you're better.
I'm freaking out. Okay, so Gianna said that like when no one knows the true story of what happened here, so when you start talking about different stories, so maybe her story isn't really anything, but us talking about it is making them angry and they came and flickered the light in here.
Whoa.
If you think about that.
That's crazy. So, I want to know what really happened in here. Have a seat with us. Enjoy dinner with us.
Yeah, pull a chair out. Sit with us. Don't be afraid of the cameras.
We're friends. We just want to share your story. As you can see from everything that's on here, it is a lot more money. It's a steakhouse. There's like aged steaks from 36 to 42 days. And you know what? We're just going to eat good today. We have to for this experience. And hopefully Armando and Inez would like to show us that they're here and they would like to talk to us.
Yeah, I'm open and I'm willing.
I'm willing. If you want to take over my body and communicate through me.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
How do you feel about these paintings?
She did also say earlier that sometimes the pictures, if you're walking past them, look like they're staring at you.
Well,
and this guy looks like he's staring at me. I'm wondering if this
he
is
also
Armando.
looks like he's staring at me.
I'm wondering if this is Armando and this is Inez, but at the same time, why would there be a picture of Inez if she was the maid? Do the lights ever just randomly turn off?
They do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that like normal or?
Yeah, it is. Sometimes it happens whenever people sit in those chairs. These are actually like the original chairs.
Which ones?
The ones against the wall. That one and then that one. Those are original to the house and to.
But no one like turned off the lights. Like it just happens sometimes.
Yeah, it just happens. Because the only way to turn it off is right here. And it can only do like the.
Right.
And I guess the candles don't even go out. Did the candle?
Everything went out. It went black.
That just happens. Like sometimes people run out screaming.
Really?
Yeah, like they'll just come in here.
Jesus.
Interesting.
Before we order, she said there's no way of turning the lights off. It happens before. It's happened before, and that's just a telltale sign. Like something paranormal is happening.
100%. And you got to take her reaction with a grain of salt because she works here and she probably sees it all the time.
All the time.
So you can't. She's not going to be freaked out all the time.
Yeah, and she just said sometimes people run out of your screaming.
Exactly. I think if she was to be freaked out, it would show like her playing a role.
What do you mean?
Like if she was like, "Oh my God, they turned off. That's so scary."
Yeah, the fact
I feel
that
like
she
that
was
would
so
be,
normal.
Yeah.
It says that this stuff happens.
Yeah, which means
and she's used to it.
Yeah, 100%.
So the legend of this place about it being haunted, it's not a legend. It's true. It's real.
Yeah.
I know, like, so the story on how Inez and Armando died is maybe iffy. I know they were probably stabbed, but how Armando actually died, was it broken heart, or did he die because of his complications of his wounds? We don't know, but what we do know is that this place definitely has some paranormal stuff happening. I just felt a cold little breeze.
Mm-hmm. I felt it like
coming this way. Like the AC is coming down, so I wouldn't feel it. It feels like something's right here. We should go eat at haunted restaurants more often. I never wanted to do one of these because I was always figuring like what could happen at a haunted restaurant. A lot, clearly. That's good. What the f*** was that?
I'm gonna scream. I didn't want to eat here.
Literally every light went out. Every light. It went pitch black.
I have no explanation.
I don't know. Word on the street is these two chairs are the original chairs from the time of Armando and Inez. So
Original to the building.
to the building, yeah. I don't know if it was me. I literally just heard in my ear. That's
Building.
to the building, yeah. Building, yeah. Building, yeah. Building, yeah. It was like a whisper in my ear.
Weird.
So we're gonna sit in these chairs. Try to make as little noise as possible so we can hear if anything actually happens. Oh my god, I just scared the shit out of myself with my own reflection right there. So, I'm gonna sit in this chair. It's a nice chair. Who does this chair belong to? Can you flicker the lights on and off to tell us that you're here? This chair is very springy.
Compared to the other?
Yeah. Maybe this is all a sham. Maybe Armando and Inez aren't even real. They won't flicker the lights. How can we believe it's real?
I don't think their story's real.
You flicker the lights, I will tip the waitress $50.
Oh
My god. Look, I have to do it now. That was weird. That was like a long flicker too. My heart is pumping. It's like almost weird, but it's not yet weird enough because they don't actually touch each other. But it's said when you have two mirrors facing each other, it's a portal to the other world. These ones are close enough, like I can see one mirror from the one mirror, but they're not actually like facing each other. So I don't know if that still like exists as a thing.
It's harder to open the door that time. It honestly felt like
or you
someone
getting-
was like pushing against
Oh,
you.
really?
No way.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to kill us in here.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think they're dangerous. That's the Stella.
Awesome
I
thing.
don't know, these
Of
lights keep
course.
flickering.
They do?
Yeah.
That's super creepy. I think it's because no one's ever like recorded in here besides like Ghost Adventures.
Oh, Ghost Adventures did an episode here?
Yeah.
Okay.
When was
I
that?
think they did a follow-up one in April. I know they did it like a couple years ago.
Got it.
The bartender actually said that she's seen like just a guy dressed in all black, just standing at the bar, like leaning up against it.
No way.
Like several times, and she like looks at him like, you're not supposed to be back here, and then like they're gone.
That's spooky.
And we think that it could be him because he's dressed all in black.
Who are these people?
So, this is Armando, and I cannot. Oh, Inez. Her name's Inez.
Oh, so it is.
Do you know
it
the
is.
story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were just wondering if they put the maid up there because she
Yeah.
was like the maid, right?
Yeah. So that's Inez, and this is Armando.
And then who is that?
So I honestly don't know. I used to think it was the mom, but
Okay, yeah.
she seems too white to be the mom.
Yeah.
She seems like she's just like an English woman. Our owner, he really likes old paintings, so I kind of just think it's from that time period, so I just put it in here.
My whole thing that I always try to like bust it and like see if people are like being honest. Like her coming in, is she playing it up by saying like the door's heavy? Or was it really heavy?
We found out a couple things. One, this is Armando and Inez. It's pretty creepy that they have their pictures. These are original photos and they're still hanging up in this room, the room they died in. It's a little offsetting, but let's try these escargot. I've never had it, so I really do not know how to even eat it. I'm guessing you just scoop it on these little crackers. Can't believe we're about to eat a freaking snail right now. This ain't a joke, baby. We're adventure eaters and we are adventuring. Here we go. It doesn't really break up that much though. It kind of like sticks together when you try to chew it.
But it's not in a bad way.
I feel like it's almost like chewing gum, how it sticks together and it doesn't break apart. But it is squishy. You know what I mean? It's very strange texture. I kind of enjoyed it though.
Yeah,
I kind of want to try it without a cracker.
I do too, but this one has like a different, like, from pictures I've seen of it, they usually come in the snail, you pull them out of the snail. And they usually have like a pesto type of sauce that's like prepared on it, like in France. These are prepared with like a marinara sauce with like some Parmesan cheese.
But it's not bad.
And I think they're baked in this thing. Like this whole thing goes into the oven.
So let's try it without it.
Look at his little tail.
Yeah, I can see that it's a full snail. I don't want to look at it too much. And it's almost salty flavored.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really taste the marinara. You kind of taste the saltiness of the snail itself. It's much better on a cracker.
Yeah, the crackers help a lot.
The cracker makes it like an actual good taste. Without it, it doesn't really like taste much like anything. I can understand the marinara. I mean, I feel like if you were eating it without any sauce, it would probably taste very bad. But not very bad. It would just taste very salty and very just, ugh, you know. But the sauce makes it a little bit better.
Your whole plate is a little bit hot, actually.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
So just be careful.
Was it because you were holding it?
No, it's because it was just under the heating lamp.
Oh. So first things first, the way that the meal is presented is extravagant, okay? Let's start off with this double baked potato. I've never even heard of such thing. It is literally like scraped on there so nicely. I don't know if they aesthetically pleased it with a fork because the mashed potato on top of the baked potato looks so good and so appetizing. You get the multiple different colors from the baked potato being more of a yellowy color. I don't know if there's maybe cheese on there. And then on top is the mashed potatoes with what looks to be some like paprika, something like that. Come over to the steak. The steak is thick. As you kids would say, thicker than a bowl of oatmeal, baby, because this thing is huge. We got a fat tail, which looks fat, but it might also be already deshelled. The actual meat of the lobster is just sitting on the shell. My mouth is watering.
Jesus Christ.
This is watering already. You get a nice big bowl of butter that you can put not only on your mashed potato and baked potato, but your lobster tail as well. And I am overly excited to try this. Let's talk about what you got.
Alright, so I got the salmon plate. I wanted to go for something a little bit healthy because these last couple of days I've been eating super bad. Comes on a bed of rice. It's like a Mexican style rice. Comes with a bunch of veggies.
What the fuck?
That was
Three times in a row?
I don't think they like me.
I don't. And whenever you talk, they're like, "Shut the fuck up." You know what? A lot of the people that watch don't like you either. They're always like, "This guy doesn't know how to review food." Oh, this is the most juiciest lemon I have ever seen. Like I'm barely even squeezing it.
What the?
I don't know what they're doing with lemons out here, but I want to try it. So first things first, let me try the steak. So I asked for medium rare. Let me try this, okay? That is some good damn steak. This is what I don't ever have fine dining. You guys know I go to Taco Bell when I'm hungry.
Yeah, and the only time we've ever been to a steakhouse is that place in Beverly Hills, and it wasn't that good.
Yeah, we went to Mastro's one time, and it was just all right. This is dry aged steak. So this steak has been sitting there being dried out for 40 days or so. Said 30 to 40 days. Still cooked medium in the inside, and it is delicious. It is chewy, and it is juicy. Every bite is a bite of a steak gusher, as I like to describe it.
Alright, little bite. Oh, this is good too. The glaze that's on top of the salmon gives it like a sweet little taste when you bite into it. Salmon's not overcooked, it's cooked properly. Thank you.
That's it.
Alright.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh.
It's never happened when I'm in here.
Well, it just did.
Holy freak. That's super weird.
Yeah.
And it did do like all of it. Another server, she saw a ghost in here dressed as a server, but it was faceless.
No way.
And I was upstairs because I was doing like my checkout,
Yeah.
getting ready to leave. And then some other servers, one was at the bar,
Mm.
and then she was the only other one down here. And she was standing like right in the kitchen, and you can see this room from there. And she said she was just facing this way, and then she just saw a server like right there, like standing and just staring.
No way.
Faceless, yeah.
That's
Just wearing an
terrifying.
apron.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so weird things
I would have
happen.
quit the day after seeing
I
that.
know. It's like, see, I've never like experienced like a ghost like around
How you
me
feeling
or
now?
anything, and now it's like, I don't know, like I kind of feel like experienced. Like,
Glad we can experience this together.
I know, me too.
All right, I want to try this lobster now. Let's see how good it is. All right.
Off the chain?
They must have caught this right in that little river in between Mexico and here because this is off the chain. And I know that when we were in Mexico some years
You
ago.
can stop poking that at me?
Sorry, we were in Mexico some years ago and they had the best lobster in Mexico. So this must have been fished right out of Mexico. This is some good grade A lobster. Has the perfect amount of like chew, but still the squish factor is there. And the juice factor is definitely there because you're biting into this and you're getting juice flow. And I taste a lot of the lemon that I put on there and it's good. Oh, that was crazy that the lights turned off again when she was in here.
Yeah. Which shows
that she couldn't be doing this. I heard that little southern scare inside of her. I almost wanted to grab it. You need someone to hold you? I got you.
She said, oh my god. Well, let me just say, this place is really good.
Definitely, if you're in the area of Masilla, New Mexico, definitely come and try this. It's only an hour out from El Paso, and I know a lot of you guys are from El Paso because I posted one story up, and everyone was like, I'm from here. So we are gonna try to like maybe like send a tweet out saying meet us here today. Maybe like at a dinner spot, have everyone come, it'd be cool. Take some pictures, meet some people. But I would definitely recommend this place. It is a little bit on the pricey side. Do you want some of that?
I clean my plate.
Do you want some of that mashed potato? I think the spirits here are trying to communicate in a way that they know best, and that's just to turn the lights off. I bet you if we did come here with some like EMF readers and you know, some different systems to capture some voices, I bet you we probably could if we had like a spirit box or something.
Yeah. You know what's also crazy is every single time, like, I feel like she was talking about the figure in here, and then the lights flicked.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's always been when there's like maybe a true story or like an untrue story or even like them being talked about.
Right. Maybe it's true stories that they're turning the lights off because we tried to tell fake stories to see if that could maybe bring something out of them, and nothing happened. They didn't get provoked. They weren't nothing. But as soon as she starts telling about stories and experiences that actually happened in this room is when they start to get like, maybe it's like a flash is saying like yes.
That's true.
Maybe 2 is saying no. Maybe 3 was saying, I don't know. I really don't know.
Alright, there you go.
Thank you.
Of course. It smells like lobster in here now.
Are you hungry for some lobster?
No,
Better.
never had lobster before.
Oh, maybe I'll take you sometime.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yeah, me too. There it is. $205. All right, let's get out of here. So that's it. That was the Double Eagle restaurant. What do we have to say about it? I'm gonna definitely say that this place is haunted. This place definitely has some sort of paranormal activity happening, some weird stuff with the lights, and the paintings are very scary because no matter where you walk or where you are in the room, they always seem to be looking at you directly in your eyes. It's pretty scary, so I can understand the theory that the lady had about the pictures following you. But anyways, guys, that wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. If you want to see us come back here, let's get 100,000 likes. We'll eat in another room, and we'll bring some real equipment to try to contact whatever spirits are in this building. I love you guys so much. Make sure you come check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Brennen Taylor. It's a home away from home where we have some amazing content. We're about to go live for an exclusive Patreon live stream where we are going to go somewhere very spooky. I can't tell you guys because it's Patreon only. But anyways, guys, love you so much. See you next time.